Did I hear that right? The two-step just goes on and on. But now several whistleblowers are coming forward, hoping to tell the truth about what happened that night when 4 courageous Americans were murdered and whether the State Department threatened people to keep them quiet. The House Oversight Committee will hold a hearing on that next week, and Oklahoma Congressman James Lankford, who is a member of that very committee, joins me now. Good evening, Congressman.
Good evening to you.
All right. Well, I understand that you're going to be on that panel, and you just heard the president say he didn't hear anything about that. And then Carney says it's just old news. Should we all go home and call it a day, Congressman?
Well, they're trying to say that the State Department's already investigated the State Department and didn't find any major problems, and so this should all just go away. Obviously, that is not going to be what we're going to do. We're going to continue to press on. There's been 5 committees that have done their work to be able to look at what happened in Benghazi. We've now collected the report of all 5 of those, and then the Oversight and Government Reform Committee, which I sit on, as you mentioned, we will have another series of hearings that starts on Wednesday, and we have a lot more of unanswered questions that still need to be resolved.
Well, you know, Congressman, I mean, people want to hear from the survivors from Benghazi, and it's almost against human nature for people not to want to talk about it and not to come forward. And so now we've got these whistleblowers who are petrified, as I understand it, and are afraid to come forward, but they're willing to do so. What kind of protection can you give them?
Well, they have legal counsel. Obviously, the federal government already has whistleblower protection statutes in place where they can't be kicked out of their job. They can't have retribution because they've actually stepped forward and told the truth. And so we're going to step forward as a committee and be able to have counsel there to be able to help protect them in their future careers. These are career State Department diplomats. These are people that are very committed to what we do as a nation and around the world. And they see that there are things that have never been told and that they feel like they've had pressure to not tell it. And there's also stories of heroism that no one has heard. Everyone's just heard the bits and pieces of what's occurred. But there were lots of heroes that night, and Americans have been kept from those stories, and the families that were affected have been kept from it. And we think those stories need to be told as well.
And, you know, when you think about the Accountability Review Board doing an investigation without talking to Hillary Clinton,
right.
And the idea that, as I understand that, they didn't talk to any of these whistleblowers. Is that your understanding as well, Congressman?
So, some of the whistleblowers that will talk to us did share things with the Accountability Review Board. They were not allowed to be able to see the final documents as they were finished to see whether what they had said was actually in the final document. And then the same thing that you've heard over and over again, we have as well. That's Hillary Clinton and higher-ups in the State Department that were a part of the decisions made that evening were not even asked to be a part of that process. So there's some major gaps there. Obviously, when the State Department reviews the State Department, they're going to have their own review on it. We're going to have to do a more thorough review and be able to take in everything.
You know what it's like? It's like the accused in a criminal case saying, I'm going to have my buddy be the judge on this one, wink and a nod. And it really is very scary. But Congressman Lankford, we very much look forward to your hearings, and I'm going to be there on Wednesday as well. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good. Look forward to it. There's a lot more information coming out on Wednesday.
Oh, we look forward to it also. All right. Coming up, a dire warning from the